can you find more hours in the day in order to sell more? Whether you're new to sales or you've been in sales for any length of time, time itself is your secret weapon. And how you use it can be the determinant as to whether you're a top performing sales professional or not so much. So in this video, we're going to talk not only about how you can put time to work for you, but also how you can use it to stand out above the crowd and be that top performing sales professional. Hi, I'm Shawn Casemore, and I help you learn how to be a top performing sales professional so that you can earn more money in less time. If that sounds good to you, make sure you click the subscribe button. You get notified each and every time I release a new video. If you like this video, click like. That tells me this is the kind of content that you want. Now, let's get into it. First off, set up your day for success. What does that mean? I've done other videos on managing time, but this one I wanted to approach it a bit differently. When I say set up your day for success, it starts with this. It starts with getting out of bed and telling yourself this is going to be a good day. Now, I'm not a fan of woo-woo type stuff. You know that about me. However, what we tell ourselves tends to be the case. So if you get out of bed and say, wow, this day sucks, I'm really tired, this is not gonna go well, I got a meeting, it's not gonna be fun, guess what? It probably won't be. All those things will probably come true. But if you get out of bed and say, wow, my back's killing me, it's raining outside, but you know what? Today's a new day. I'm above ground, get a chance to sell, which I love to do, so it's gonna be a good day. You have to start your day with the idea that you're ready for the day. And you're the only one that can tell yourself that. I can't tell you that. No amount of podcasts you listen to. By the way, I have a podcast, Sell More with Casemore, if you didn't know. But no amount of podcasts are gonna get you in the mood. You've got to get yourself in the mood, and it starts by telling yourself it's gonna be a good day, right? I think there's an old saying I recently heard Kevin Hart say, any day above ground is a good day. And that's absolutely true. So start out your day with the right frame of mind to ensure that you have success. Second thing I want you to consider when it comes to managing time, putting time to work for you, is you want to be the one that manages your technology, not have it manage you. You know, my son recently started in high school. We had to attend a couple different meetings and presentations, and the principal, who I've known actually for some time, shared that they have a mantra, which is use the technology to be helpful, but don't let it use you. I thought, you know, that's so powerful. I mean, even I'm guilty of checking my phone after hours, on weekends, evenings, because I never know if a client might need something. But is that healthy? And here's the problem. On days when I'm checking it a lot, I'm eating away at my productive time. So when you look at your day and there's important tasks, activities, projects, presentations that you need to focus on, turn your phone off, put it away, right? If you were gonna go into a meeting with a prospect, I hope you'd be turning off notifications on your phone, right? So treat other important tasks during the day the same way. If you've got to make those outbound calls in the morning, then shut notifications off. Better yet, close your computer. Write your notes on a piece of paper, put them in your CRM system later, not now. Now you're focused on no distractions because I'm making calls. So put technology to work for you. Use it to help you, but don't let it manage you. Don't let the notifications and dinging bells and red lights and all those things distract you from what's important, which is time to sell. So what happens if you do get distracted? What happens if you're researching a client, you land on a website that sells, I don't know, boats, you're interested in boats, next thing you're looking at different materials and fabrics and thinking, should I call my wife and tell her we should buy a new boat, right? What happened? And then you go, oh my gosh, what have I done, right? I just burned 10 minutes of my life. I probably won't get the boat, and that's time I could have been selling. It's okay. Reset, start again, right? You've heard me say before that my son, one of my two sons, actually both of them are into sports, one more so than the other. And when they lose a game, or if they're in a game and it's not going well, one of the things that the coach will actually do if my son is pitching is walk to the mound. Do you know what he says at the mound? He says, hey, so how you doing? How are things going? What's new? What are you gonna do after the game here? Why? Because he's distracting, pulling my son out of whatever mental state he might be in to distract him, get him back on course. Then as he leaves, he simply says this. He says, well, hey, I guess it's time to get back to it, right? So that's the approach I want you to take. If you find you go down a rabbit hole, you get sucked into a meeting or a call that you didn't really want, don't beat yourself up over it. Simply say, okay, reset, time to get started, where'd I leave off? And get back to it. Don't waste any time worrying. Don't feel guilty, it happens to everybody. Move forward. When it comes to mastering time, many of us have bad habits. even outside of just technology, right? So one of my bad habits is technology. I find sometimes I use it to just kind of zone out a bit. But it's also a bad habit for me to go outside and wander around. It's healthy. I'll take a break and I'll go outside and I'll maybe walk around, but I'll tend to go do stuff like, oh, here's some weeds, I'm gonna pull out of the flower garden, or, oh, I gotta fix this, I gotta head downtown and, I don't know, stop by the garage to order a part, whatever the case might be, and I tend to get distracted. Then I look and think, well, that was supposed to be 15 minutes, it's been 45. So I realized I had to master my bad habit of wanting to step away. And I want to step away when things are getting difficult, that require a lot of thought. That tends to be my pattern. Instead of putting the thought and effort in, I know a break will help me, but those breaks can go long. So what I simply did is said, okay, I know I need a break. How do I ensure the break doesn't go long? So I put a timer. So I said, it's break time, boom, I set a timer, 5 minutes on my phone, start my break, timer goes off, no matter what I'm doing, back to work. I got my break, and I mastered my bad habit of letting that 15-minute break become much longer. Now, sometimes I go beyond 5, sometimes it is 15, sometimes I keep it to 5, because that's all I need. The point is this: what are your bad habits, and how are you mastering them? How are you overcoming them? What can you do to ensure that those bad habits don't consume your time or your day?